we go. Okay, I don't know what day we're on, but we're on it. I lost track when you guys were in a dungeon, having to sleep every 2 seconds of the dungeon.
What the fuck?
But I know it's noon, and you just got back. Button caught 4 large fish. Sliggy caught 0.
Yep.
I'm gonna run an and. Let's see. Okay, Cake was in his house. You know the mana system now.
Debatable.
Yes, I know the mana system now. That's correct. I remember it super well.
Put notes on the mana system somewhere. Here. Okay. All right. Yeah, you have fish.
Okay. You know,
I looked over at my stream and the entire thing was just a black screen. I was like, that doesn't seem right.
that probably doesn't seem right.
When I refreshed, it was back to fine.
Okay. Jumping back into it, I'm going to look at Button and say, you know, Button, I don't understand you, and I love that. Let's go learn something new. And then I think to myself, you know, Aries probably still, I don't know, wallowing in despair back in his house, so
What?
I'm gonna go drop these off for him to deal with. She
What?
just pats Button on the head and takes all of Button's fish over to Aries' house. And instead of knocking, there's just an Aries.
Right. You hear the interruption of a very minor chord. Yes.
I got something cool. Well, Button got it.
What about that B word?
He can fish. He can literally fish out fish that aren't even around here. It's so crazy.
Oh, yeah, of course. He can fish.
Yeah, he can fish.
Okay.
What? Why are you looking at him like that? You look so disappointed.
Oh.
He's amazing.
I'm still trying to figure out how to put my fucking picture up.
You said wah, not claw.
Oh.
Discreetly messages Claw. Oh.
Okay, but yeah, so he can fish, which means you have to cook these. Cool? Cool. Here you go. She just shoves the fish into Aries' arms.
Wah?
Wah. Come on, Button, let's go develop more skills. And she just walks away.
Button looks up at Airy, blinks, wah, turns around and walks away.
It's taunting me. If I'd known that my entire stay here would be just fish guts. Why did I do this? Incessant muttering as you walk into the distance.
All right, Button, you're gonna help me turn things around here, okay? Because I'm gonna be honest, one of my little jobs here, I'm not really good at. Maybe it's not for me, but I bet it's for you. I'm gonna go take him to the farm by the dungeon, since I think that's the only one that's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take him to that one.
I don't have the timers on the other farm. I mean, I do somewhere, but okay.
So we walk all the way up there, and so I was like, okay, so Button, you see the crop? You see here? She gives a demonstration. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the fruit. She very dramatically like takes it off and then like sets it aside. So there's the fruit, and then I think the seeds are like these things. She grabs those, and we need to get those too. And then, well, the rest kind of takes care of itself. I don't know how it works. I guess it's magic or some bullshit. See, now the plant's gone. Didn't even have to tear it all out and everything. Did it itself. And then you're gonna take the seed and you're gonna put it in the ground and cover it and then water it. Got it?
Wah.
Wah. You wanna try?
Wah.
Wah.
You're gonna have
She
to roll
points
for
it-
your harvesting.
Okay.
Or are you having Button harvest the rest of the field? What would you do?
I did one. I want Button to do the rest.
Okay. You got one fruit, or you got 2 fruit and 1 seed from that one.
Okay.
Okay. Button looks up to you, goes wah, and like waves his arm back.
So it just says, wah?
Wah, waves his arm back.
Stella kind of looks at what he's waving at. Wait, what? What does wah mean?
Wah,
Wah?
waves you back.
Get the fuck out of his way.
Button walks
Okay.
over and starts pushing you backwards.
Oh, I see. I see.
You dumb cat
Oh.
lady.
I get it now. Okay,
As Button
okay, I'll let you
turns,
do
he
your thing.
smacks you with his tail.
You're so. Where did you get that attitude from?
Wah.
Wah.
Okay. Button crouches and puts his arms out, tilts his head down a little bit, and his tail goes straight up. After about 5 seconds, he starts prancing around the field in a counterclockwise routine. It's got some
Not
jumps,
clockwise.
some spins, precisely
clockwise.
counterclockwise. Yep. And after about 3 times around the field, the plants have disappeared. After 2 more, new seedlings are there. And on his final one, he does a backflip and lands, and everything's watered, and little sprouts are sprouting. Wow.
Stella just starts clapping enthusiastically. She wipes a tear from her eye. Button, you're so talented. I'm so proud of you. If only Ari could have seen this. The world should know your name.
Button walks over, and in his hand, a rock fruit appears. What?
Ah. Ooh. I guess Stella. This is for me?
Wah. And
Okay.
moves it around.
Stella takes it.
Pulls out another. Wah.
Wow. Stella just starts taking the rock fruit.
After about the 5th one, Button doesn't let go. Wah.
I mean, like, I'm gonna. Listen, they're all gonna go into the system
Hey,
stuff.
welcome in,
like,
welcome
For the
in.
dungeon. I'm not just gonna necessarily carry them around. I was just, can I, system, can I just like claim all the, like, can you just like, I don't know, repossess all the rock fruit the button has? How does that work? Just like going through the interfaces, like, how does work? How does, do I just do it the same way as the lumber? I stopped kind of thinking about things like
I
this.
think Button might be hungry.
Put the rock fruit on the altar. Maybe tell your helper to put it there.
Oh. Shut up, system. You're so annoying. So it takes it to the altar. Wah.
What?
Wah. She puts it on there to
Button
do
goes
so.
over,
Wah.
taps on the altar. In your altar system, or in your system, you would see your rock fruit count go up 55.
Okay.
Are you putting your 5 in?
Yeah. I'll put them on my 5.
Didn't know I had to teach you how to teach someone things.
You're asking essentially a child to teach a child. You're asking like a child to teach a baby. She doesn't fucking know. She doesn't even know how the system works. What do you want from her?
Ooh, thanks for the hydrate.
But okay.
Okay. So if it wasn't clear, Slee, Button replanted the entire field
Yes.
and got 60 fruit.
Yes. It was very clear. So okay, so Button, here's my question. Can you just like add the like do you have a schedule? Like can you just come back to do this as soon as it's ready and do the whole routine again? Can you do it on the other field?
You
And then put it on the
somehow
altar?
get the impression that Button rolled their eyes at you, despite them just being pure black orbs. Wah.
Wah? I'm gonna take that wah as a yes. See, this is the thing. I don't know what wah means. It's like, apparently you can understand me. I can't understand you.
Wah.
Wah. Okay, see, I don't like this energy right now. Gosh.
A little sigh, nods its head up and down.
Why are you sighing like that? I don't like it. You're too cute to sigh. It sounds so world weary. Let's see, what other shit did I need to do? Let's see.
Hey, Persimmons, can I have these papers? No, I need these.
So, what quests did you want me to do again?
Persimmons. No, I need the papers. Stop laying on the papers. I need those.
You can't have them. They're hers now.
He's just batting me with her ball. Okay, we're not grabbing that paper, I guess. Hopefully it's on this page. I'm pretty sure it's on that page though. Well, you had help the helper and name the helper and grow the helper.
Like, how much stuff do I need to do for Grow the Helper? Frick. I'm trying to find it.
You have to grow the helper from not really infancy, but like to full grown. If you would take the time to actually look at Button and analyze it, you would have noticed that they have grown like almost an entire foot since
God.
you started
Yeah,
doing
that's
things.
drastic. Button, you're growing up too fast. I don't
Saying
like it.
they were like a foot and a half tall to start.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They grow up so fast.
Your town is complete, so you've done that. You unlocked a terrain system. You have the
I
dungeon
need mana,
mana.
right?
Oh, yeah. So that's where you're at. Quest wise,
Yeah.
you have to get dungeon mana to do the mobs and traps and set
Oh,
loot.
yeah.
Let's say you're at 10 mana now. Just to make it nice and even.
Yeah.
I think you were at 4, so I'll just say you've earned up to 10 now.
Yeah.
Because you wasted all your mana on stuff for Airy.
I wanted to make him happier. He seemed kind of miserable. Shut up, system in my head. Why are you nagging me? How much mana did I need exactly? It was 100 something.
95 plus 50, so 145.
Okay.
And there's one more thing that you haven't had Button do.
It farmed, it fished, it chopped wood.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely... Does it need to mine rocks or something?
I wonder.
Okay, Button. Next lesson. To the river. The real one, not the fake one that I made. Well, it's a real river, you know, but it's just
Okay.
not
So you're
real in
going
the
with
same
like
way that-
actual
yeah.
rocks and not like, the like mineral and ore you need.
Isn't there like none in the area that we have access to, really? Or does it... Wait, is this Rat Cave?
That's right,
there
Cave,
is a
yeah.
place...
Yeah, so up there.
Oh, okay, so now it is included.
Yes.
Okay. Then Sella is going to go up to the river with Button.
We're just abandoning area this session, I guess.
Yeah.
He's cooking lunch. He's cooking.
Fish is done.
Sleep.
See, how long do you think it takes to
By
cook a
the
fish?
time you
No.
finish planting, it's been like 40 minutes since you left area with the fish.
Wait. They're like halfway to the river, and then Sella's like, "Wait, my fish! Button, my fish!" And then she just starts sprinting back. My fish!
While you're running, you're just like Button's like flailing in the air as you're dragging them behind you because you're
Honestly,
holding
just
their
picks them
hand.
up. She just picks them up and sprints. Button, our fish, our food, our lunch.
Badass. I mean, what?
What did you say? You talked this whole time? You motherfucker, look at me in the eye.
I successfully got the paper from Persimmons.
Good
It
job.
is in fact not a paper I
Okay.
need.
What?
What?
Harry! My fish!
Yeah, it's cold.
No! My fish!
Where have you been?
You should have seen it, Ari, okay? Button may not be much of a singer right now, but they're a dancer.
It's always button this, button that.
Because Button's perfect.
Wow.
Look at that face. Could it ever do anything wrong?
No,
I
okay.
look deeply into Button's
Button,
eyes.
since you last seen him, has grown significantly since you really just have been in the house since he's.
What have you done to Button?
I'm doing my quest and I have to help the helper grow. He's growing up. Look at him. They're so cute. They're getting so tall.
Okay, they can barely fit in the doorway.
No. I carried it. They're like double the size they were before. They were tiny.
It's more than doubled at this point, right?
No, it's not even doubled.
Oh,
It's like 2.5 feet tall.
well, I don't know. You're responsible for feeding it.
What do you eat?
What?
What? What's what?
Let me check the storage, see if I have any wa. Nope, no wa.
Huh? You have no was left to give?
Sure.
Anyway, I want to eat my fish, and then I want to teach Button how to mine.
You know, I
Aww.
was never great at miming, but I could give that a go.
I said mining, but you could teach Button how to mime. That might really help, actually. Yeah, you should do that.
Never mind.
Aw, I think you mean never mind.
While you guys are talking, Bun had just kind of slid over to one of the fish and has started eating it.
Well, I guess that answers that question.
What answers what question? Oh, I see.
It's now starting on the second fish.
Ooh. Huh.
Big appetite.
Stella's like, she takes hers and she like kind of guards it a bit. It's a good thing he had, well, he caught 4.
What?
Are you still hungry, Button? Wah once if yes. Wah twice if no.
Bun looked longingly at the fish in your hand, then up at you. Wow. What?
That wasn't a very convincing wah wah. Here,
Wow.
I'll eat some apples. And then we'll get some more fish.
Pulls out his fishing rod from his pack. What?
You're still hungry? You need it now?
What?
Okay, we'll fish on the way back. Okay, we just had a snack. I'm gonna.
Puts away fishing
You know what?
pole. What?
Yeah, come on. Wah 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 wah. She like grabs Button's hand to lead him out again. Okay. She's gonna stop into Aries' backyard to grab an apple or two first, and she's gonna give an apple to Button.
Yeah.
What? Oh no. Bad wah? Oh,
Nah.
okay. Wait, that's not a wah.
Wow.
What?
It's a wah, but a wah.
Hmm.
Like a
Okay.
disgusted wah. A wah.
Okay. Doesn't like apples. You know what? Fine. More for me. And she just eats an apple while she goes back of that. Oh, hey, Harry, do you want to come mine? Before I leave.
Sure, why not? It's not like
Um,
life has any meaning anymore.
It didn't have meaning before now either.
Stella, you have a flashing notification on your
Ah.
interface.
What do you want this time, system? What is it? There's this stupid notification. Go away.
Hi, Stella. It's me. It's Rat. I don't know where you're at. But I have a quest I need you to help me with.
Of course. You only ever want to say hi when you need something.
I'm busy.
I'm busy. I don't have time for you anymore, Stella.
Well, you know what, Stella? Messages go both ways. I don't see you messaging me. Huh?
I tried to like 10 times.
Oh,
I did.
you
I
tried to.
You ignored me. You legit
Oh, no,
ghosted
I
me.
ignored you.
You did. Straight up.
Okay, well,
Straight
anyway, I need something special before we can open up.
Fine, what do you need? Just tell me. Order me around.
So, you know how I'm a psychedelic dungeon?
Yeah.
Well, I now have a quest so that we can like have a special boss at the end. There's apparently a special grove of mushrooms somewhere in our land that we need.
I thought that the dungeon system thing, I thought you could just take whatever the fuck you wanted.
No, it needs you to go claim it for some reason.
Why do I have to go
I don't
claim
know.
it?
Okay, it says it's contested or something like that. Listen,
It's
I talked to Mr.
contested?
Wolf and Gloria, and they said it should be like not too far away from Mr. Wolf's clearing. But take Button.
Fine, I'll take I mean, I'm taking Button. I was gonna go up to Rat Cave.
No, Rat Dungeon. I'm a dungeon.
Oh, no, the Rat Cave where we found all the rats. There were like minerals up there, so I was gonna teach you.
Maybe you
how to
could be a
mine.
little bit more creative with your naming systems.
No, it's rats all the way down.
Okay, anyway.
I have few loves in this world. It's drugs and rats.
Well, go get some drugs for your rat.
Fine, I'll go find the drugs. That's the best quest you've given me. Hey, Ari, change of plans.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, apparently there's someone else around who wants some sick-ass mushrooms that are in the area. So, I don't know, like... Do you think we can just convince them to go away?
You're telling me that there's finally someone who's potentially more sane than you in the area and you want to push them away?
Well, they're trying to take our drugs, so you decide if that makes them.
What do you mean our
more
drugs?
sane.
You have drugs still?
Well, the rats ate my drugs, so and I can't make more drugs until the crafting system gets unlocked.
Wait. Are you telling me that you can craft drugs?
Apparently, yeah.
What are we waiting for? Let's what did you say? Level up?
Yeah, we have to level up. Like, I think we have to be like a silver dungeon or something to get the crafting system. That's like what all the mana's for.
I don't understand any of this, but you
Me
have my
either.
attention.
Yeah, so basically for Rat to level up, one of the
Okay,
things
let's
we have
go.
to do is
Why
find
are we standing here? There are drugs
I
to
don't know.
make.
Okay, yes, drugs. Let's go. It's this way. You don't really remember Mr. Wolf. You weren't around for it, but you know, may he rest in peace. He's in a better place now.
Oh, sure, you care about Mr. Wolf, but not Gloria.
She didn't die.
Stella, I saw the rat skull.
Honestly,
I buried the rat skull.
apparently, Mr. Wolf also isn't dead because Rat, the dungeon, spoke with Gloria and Mr. Wolf to talk about stuff. So their consciousnesses are still there. I told you, they shed their mortal forms and they have ascended into, I don't know, dungeon championship or some shit. Fuck if I know.
Wow.
Wah.
Remind me to
Here,
get you
here.
institutionalized.
Button
What's
nods.
institution?
Fairy school is an institution, for example.
I don't want to go there. So no thank you.
Okay, so where are these drugs? We've been walking for a bit.
We're going around to, I don't know, it's somewhere around Mr. Wolf's clearing, and if we just keep going this way, eventually we should find it. We just search around, I guess.
Wow.
Is that really the best strategy that you have? Just blindly walk around the forest until you get to a location that you've previously been at?
Kinda.
Wow.
But do you know how to sniff out drugs? I'm looking for mushrooms.
What?
Can you find them around here?
Okay, at this point, are you still in the clearing or have you started walking towards?
I mean,
I thought
we
were
went
walking
we went towards Mr. Wolf's clearing.
Okay, so you're at Mr.
And
Wolf's
then-
clearing now.
And then we're trying to figure out where they are in the area. 'Cause
Okay.
presumably it's somewhere this way.
So once you get to Mr. Wolf's clearing, Button's tail perks up and he lifts his head to the sky. And, you know, they don't have a nose, but it looks like they're sniffing the air. And
interesting.
then Button just starts running off. Surprisingly fast.
How the fuck do you go so fast? Your legs are so short. Okay, keep up, Barry. Keep up.
Okay, we're running.
He sprints after.
By running, you like are able to see like the just like disturbance of Button in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then after about 5 minutes of just running, Aries starting to run out of breath, and you've now lost Button.
Button! Button, you're too fast. Come back. Where did you go?
What the fuck?
I don't know.
You need to put that child on a leash.
You're right. System. Rat. What do I do if I lost my helper?
I mean, you could try searching for him. You've been in the woods before. Surely you can find somebody.
Fuck you. Oh, we gotta
Harry's
fucking
going
find
to
him.
do
Yeah.
his best to track Button, apparently.
Yeah, please.
Okay,
Because-
both of you give me a investigation.
Button's probably dead. Let's turn back.
But our drugs.
There were never any drugs to begin with.
Yes, there were. They're here. I'm telling you.
Roll investigation.
You can find them. I swear it.
Jesus
I
Christ.
swear it.
Okay. I guess you're just like stumbling along still in the direction that you think Button was going.
So it's just you shouting at the top of her lungs.
Does this look like a mushroom path?
It's just like it's still like the foresty area.
I'm asking Stella.
Yeah, she's not answering, so you know.
Okay, well we're just gonna go down this mushroomy looking path. It's like one mushroom wide, right? Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Oh, now you
Well, probably a
answer.
good idea. I guess. Okay, fine. We'll go this way. Jeez. Ugh, so bossy.
Okay, so you're just walking randomly through the forest, screaming at the top of your lungs.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay.
Because apparently we suck at investigating. This is all your
Um,
fault.
I don't know why you wanted me to roll 2 homeless. I don't know what you expected from me. Did you
Okay.
think I was going to roll above a 10?
Both of you roll perception.
Well, just let me, yeah. Yeah.
Wow, you
Okay.
guys.
I guess you guys are screaming so loud you don't notice anything. So you just keep going.
Button! Button, where are you? Buddy!
At what point do we turn around and just say fuck it?
Never! I have to find Button. If I don't find Button, I'll die.
They'll come home eventually.
Yeah, they're buttons like a stray cat, right? When they want food, they'll just come home.
That's like my child you're talking about. How could you?
Your child.
Yeah, I mean, basically, right? Like, he's so cute and tiny, he's small like a baby. He's kind of like a little kid. He's precious. I mean, I guess maybe I could treat it like a little brother? Is it like a little sibling? What would you call it? They're not a pet.
I would call it a walking fungus.
I mean, yeah. But like, you know, what is a walking fungus really?
Okay. As you guys are
Abnormal.
walking, you notice the slope's getting a little steeper. And you're coming up to a ridge.
Oh. Hey, maybe we'll be able to see Button from here.
With this
Through all the
perception, I'm not
trees.
sure we actually noticed that there is a ridge.
Okay. As you approach the top of the ridge, you can see down into a valley.
Are we even still in your dungeon thingy area anymore?
I think so. I mean, if we weren't, I wouldn't feel too good right now.
What do you mean you wouldn't feel too good?
I like physically have trouble leaving the area of its influence. So I'm kind of stuck here for life.
That
Like, if
sucks
you
to be
wanted-
you.
Yeah, like if you wanted to, you could go home. I don't really have that option.
Yeah,
So,
that's looking like a much more attractive option every day.
yeah, well, do it then. I don't care. I don't even like you that much.
In the distance, you hear a faint wah.
Oh, Button! Where'd that come from?
That direction.
Yeah, let's. Button! Button! Can you hear us, Button?
Don't just stand there.
She's like jumping up and down, waving her arms.
Harry just starts walking towards the wall instead of just doing something stupid.
What if he walked? Because he could see us. Fine. Oh, come. Fine. Jeez.
You hear another wah.
Wait, the walls sound so disrespectful. We have to find them.
The forest is getting thicker with underbrush. You have to really push your way through. You hear another wah.
Button, we're coming.
At this point, you found like the only path you can go through is by crawling through this little tunnel that seems to have been pushed through.
Let's go down this oddly convenient tunnel.
It's conveniently mushroom shaped in the size and width of button.
See, I knew I was following a mushroom path earlier. See, Stella, why didn't you? Hey, stop shoving. Okay, I'm going.
Go faster! You're slow. Stop talking.
You're the one that was just standing there.
You're so annoying.
You start seeing like a light from the other end of the tunnel. Roll perception. You hear like breathing and some like slight laughter coming from up ahead and very faint wahs.
Well, at least we know he's still alive.
Yeah. Go faster! I need to find button.
I kick behind me.
Oh, you're gonna fucking pay for that.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Sure you are.
All right, what happens when I can finally see through the clearing or whatever it is?
Okay. Claude, do you want to describe yourself?
Yeah. I'm a centaur. I have a mane that has it's just really long black mane that's covered in like leaves and twigs and flowers. My eyes are earthy green, and my horse half is like thick, shaggy coat of like browns and moss-colored, kind of forest floor like. It almost like blends in with the forest floor, the color of the fur and leaves and everything.
Oh no, we found a horse girl.
What?
My upper half is muscular and scarred. Yeah, I got a bunch of scars and stuff, but I'm blending in kind of with the ground.
Yeah. So as you come out of your hole, you see. Oh, what's your name?
Tequila.
You see Cakilia lying, like full on lying in a field of mushrooms, and in her arms, squeezed to her chest, is Button, and she keeps just licking his cap and then laughing and occasionally rolling around. She hasn't noticed you yet.
Slee, did you have anything to do with her name?
No.
Alright, so you just chose Sliggy's Warlock's name?
Tequila?
That is not my warlock's name. My warlock's name is Casasella.
That's what I just said.
Cakilia was a name it was like a nickname of somebody in one of the books that I've read, and I just like using it for my characters. So.
Wow. Theft.
Yeah. I don't know anybody else in the world who's read that book series. So if I ever come across somebody who's like, oh my god, I recognize that, I will.
Wow. Now we're
Get my pants.
gatekeeping books too.
What
Thievery
was the
and
book series,
gatekeeping.
Claw?
I mean, sorry, Otterly, you're never gonna get this licensed because apparently we're using too much unlicensed content.
So much unlicensed content.
I mean, just ignore all the drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, so Ari, would you continue? What do we? This is what you. That's what you saw. What are your next actions?
Okay, so I look, I see someone licking Button.
You see a Centaurus laying in a field of mushrooms, holding Button up to her chest and licking his cap, giggling and rolling around. Button is just sitting there, face out, waving his arms and blinking at you.
Does Button look disturbed?
If you look deep into Button's eyes, he's in a mixed motion between disturbed and ecstatic. As one would be if they were being held between a centaur's breast, being licked.
Aries just gonna stop and just look, because I can't understand the situation, so obviously Ari can't understand the situation.
We
So-
didn't know help the helper grow was gonna go in this direction.
Yeah, puberty started early for Button. Yeah, we're just gonna stop mid tunnel and just like, what?
You stop.
All right, and then Stella, what all you can hear is some laughter, some rolling around, and the occasional wah.
Right now. Why did you stop?
What is going on?
What's going on? Get out of there. Go, go, go. Why are you assessing the situation? Stop it. Get out of here. We have to say Button, I'm coming. As soon as I can get past this stupid guy.
Another kick, and then Ari moves forward.
My Button. Stop kicking me.
A lot of restraint from Stella. If I had to imagine the possibilities, I don't think Ari would be much of an effort to muscle through.
Stella could absolutely just
Short ass,
fucking
light ass,
destroy-
air genasi bard.
She could
True.
probably just kill him in like 1 or 2 hits.
Okay, so Ari moves forward into the clearing, and Stella, you're now able to move forward.
All right. And I presume that when I start to see the end of the tunnel past Airy, I'm greeted by the same sight.
Yeah.
I think Stella is fuming and she just shouts, "Pervert! Weirdo! Child predator! What are you doing to my Button?" And then she tackles the centaur.
Who's laying on the ground?
Is she like laying on the ground, or is she, like?
How many
I
times do I have to
figured-
say she's full on
Okay,
laying on the
but-
ground?
Okay, but you have to understand, because she's a centaur, I wasn't sure if that was like just her horse or also the human.
Yeah, she's like full on, like, if you've seen a horse lay on their side, she's like that.
Okay. Then I'm not going to tackle her. I'm going to. I guess I'm going to just kick her and try to grab Button from her. Like I kick her arms or something. And then I want to try to pry Button from her grasp.
So you're going to swing a kick at Button's face,
No, not at Button's face, at her arm.
which
not her
is
hand.
holding. She's squeezing Button like a plushy pillow.
Like go for her shoulder.
Okay, well that's not her
Fine.
arms that are wrapped around Button.
Oh, like your arms, like that's whatever.
She's full on bear hugging Button and
One
licking
for the
him.
shoulder. Yeah. I kick her in the shoulder and try to grab Button. That's the...
Do I see them?
I mean, you wouldn't notice them until you feel a slight hit in your shoulder. It feels like a little nudge, like someone tapped you on the shoulder.
Okay. I look around, try to figure out what the fuck that was.
Well, due to your biology and the only angle so you would have been able to kick your shoulder without hitting Button, she's behind your upper torso. And since your bottom half is a horse, you can't really bend that way yet since you're laying on the ground. So you don't see anybody.
Oh. Okay. Well, is there a way that I can use gust and just kind of like force back anything that's tickling my shoulder?
Can you link Gust? If you click it on your sheet, it should link. Can you link the actual spell?
It's a different part of the button.
There should be like two parts, and one should just be like
There it
the
is.
spell. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you roll strength
Okay.
save. Okay. You use it, but it doesn't move Sliggy back. But like a gust of wind goes out and it rustles.
You just hear a, "Oh, I don't think so, motherfucker," as she then like continues. I'm trying to physically just like pry Button out of her arms. I don't know. I suppose in
What?
simultaneous.
So you're in front of me now?
No, she would still be behind you, but she's pulling Button now.
I wanna. Well, I don't know. Can I like do essentially like a grapple? Like I want to get her fucking arms, her hands, her grubby little hands off of Button.
Yes, you can. Would that? I guess that would go under grapple rules. Is that just a
Yeah.
strength check against each other?
Let me check. Let's see. I always forget about grapples because I never grapple.
You make a athletics check contested by target strength or dex. So Slee do athletics and Claw do strength or dex, whichever you want.
Oops.
Yeah, so you have no trouble lifting Kikilia's arms off of Button. Button rolls over and runs over to Aerie. Wah!
Where the fuck are you and why did you take my Button? You bitch.
I pick up Button and do like the there pat. Is Button still pick upable or is he still growing?
He's about 3 feet tall now.
Okay,
And he would be
awkwardly
like,
pick upable,
yeah, like 20, 30 pounds. So I mean,
which is a lot for Aerie.
still pick upable, but yeah, like it's like you have to like hip cradle him.
Okay. All right. Hey, Button. What
Okay,
happened?
so Stella has Kikilia's arms above her head, Kikelia still is laying just on her side completely.
So someone want to tell me what's going on here?
Do I see who's holding my hands yet? Are
I'm-
they like in?
I don't know how to like demonstrate this to you. So like your horse part is like this, right? And so where that horse's neck, that'd be like where your torso is. And then Sliggy would be like behind your torso, holding your arms up. So to like lean over and see where she would be, you'd have to like roll your horse section onto its feet and like bend around.
Can I just roll to the other side?
I mean, yes. I guess you could roll onto your back. I mean, your hands are being held right now, so maybe not. You could roll. You could try to attempt to roll your horse section.
I'm gonna do that. I don't want to get up. I just want to roll over.
Okay, Stella. The centaurs you're holding the arms of is now rolling their horse section back and forth.
Whatever the fuck you're doing right now, stop it. You're being fucking weird and a creep. Who the fuck are you?
You talk a lot.
True.
You shut the fuck up, Ari. You're not supposed to speak up on behalf of fucking child predators. You can't
The
just
mushroom.
lick kids.
You're still talking.
Yes, I am still talking.
You're
I like
harshing the
her.
vibe.
Oh, I'm harshing the vibe. Well, maybe don't kidnap my mushroom child.
Once again,
And
not
hold
your
him
child.
hostage.
What is kidnap?
Don't act like you don't fucking know, okay? You're not getting out of this.
Stella, I think they might actually not know.
How would you not know? It's a pretty basic concept.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of pretty basic concepts that go over your head.
Basic concepts that go over your head.
Forest quiet. You loud.
True.
Can I try to get up?
I don't know. Is Stella still holding your hands?
Stella is still holding her hands.
I mean, you can keep attempting to get up. If you want to seriously attempt to get up, you're going to have to grapple Stella again.
Yeah, I think it's like
Too much work.
I'm gonna go with that might be a losing battle. I should
That's
really
too much
have you
work.
rolling at disadvantage for your cognitive state at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep like rolling around on the ground.
why are you so wiggly? Wait, these are. Wait,
Button, show me where the centaur touched you.
Bun taps the back of their head cap.
Only
So-
there?
By licking him, am I actually like tripping?
Claw, you ate the magic mushrooms.
Oh,
So
nice.
you're
Okay.
tripping, but it's not because you licked Button.
Okay, I was just licking him just to. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
A living, running mushroom came towards you, and you picked it up, and squeezed it, and started licking it.
Nice. Is there any like other plants on the ground around me?
No, you've pretty much smushed the plants around you.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep rolling around and.
you're so fucking weird. Are you? Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye right now. Stella like moves to like look her in the eye. Look at me. Wait, are you fucking high?
What?
Are you tripping right now?
Ooh, share?
Quiet. Quiet.
Shit, this is the one. You're the one.
Colors.
You're trying to take all our drugs.
Yeah.
Ari, she ate our drugs.
Yes.
Those were ours.
They belong forest.
No, they don't belong to the forest. They belong, well, essentially to me.
You are not forest.
I am part of the quote unquote forest.
Too loud
Ari,
for forest.
trying not to say what it is to random people is really difficult. I don't like it.
I don't know. You can just explain it. You know, use your words.
What? That I'm like some sort of fucking dungeon fairy and that everything here belongs to the dungeon?
Well, you just did that, so.
Fuck. See, I was trying not to say that.
Well, you didn't do a very good job at it.
Wait, fuck, no, I'm not dungeon fairy, I'm a dungeon warden. Warden. No fairies. Warden. Anyway, we're gonna need you to fuck off of the drugs and the mushrooms because those are dungeon property.
Or you can just share.
I'm gonna need them. I mean, we have to claim them. We can't. It didn't say share. It said we were being contested. They have to be ours.
Who taught you manners?
Your icons just suddenly appear.
What the fuck is it this time? Check the
Do I have like a
notification.
hand or like, am I holding any of these drugs or did I eat them all?
You ate essentially a mushroom and collapsed and just started tripping.
Nice. Okay.
Even for you, these are like the strongest psychedelic mushroom you've come across.
Oh,
and
hell
you
yeah. I'm
decided to
seeing a whole
just
nother
eat an
planet.
entire one to see what it was like. You're now
Nice.
coming off of your trip, but none of us have a sense of how long you've been laying here,
Rolling around and
just rolling around.
touching things.
Yeah.
I start petting myself. Just fixing
No,
my fur.
You can't.
Oh, you're still holding my hand?
Yeah, I'm holding your hand.
All right. I start like
She's holding your
moving.
arms, moved in front of you, and started looking deeply into your eyes. I have a weird feeling that this story is going in a different
Okay.
direction than any of
Yeah,
us
I'll
thought.
Kind of campaign.
I'll lean in. I want to smell her. I'll get as close as I can and observe.
What are you doing?
I think
I'm
you should lick
interrogating
her.
you.
Yeah, that's the plan. I was getting there.
Does Aries see the mushrooms that
Oh yeah,
you've been tripping on? Okay, Aries gonna, while all of this is ensuing, Aries gonna partake.
just start collecting mushrooms.
No, he's gonna try one out first.
Okay.
He's
As
a
soon
centaur having a good
as you
time.
put the mushroom in your mouth, you would collapse onto your side and start giggling.
I start
Okay.
giggling even more.
Hopefully, when I collapse, Button like falls on, like, is on my stomach and like I'm on my back.
Well, when you went to pick mushrooms, you would have set Button down, I would imagine.
Oh, okay.
I don't see you bending over while also holding a button.
God fucking damn it, Ari!
Hey,
Button. So Stella, if you looked over, Button has just started picking mushrooms,
Thanks, sweetie.
and they're seemingly going nowhere, but they just keep picking up mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm not phased by it. They kind of did the same thing with the rock fruit. God. What do you want, system? What's going on? Is this a system? Wait, is this system or rat?
So, have you gotten those mushrooms yet?
Button's getting some right now.
Have you figured out what was contesting our mushrooms?
Is it still contesting us? Do I have to get rid of it completely?
If you there's something in that area that's not friendly, but not. I mean, I can't tell if it's an enemy, but it doesn't seem to want to relinquish the area, so I can't draw from it.
Listen. Okay, are you still fucking high? Are you still tripping right now? She snaps her fingers. Listen, if you want drugs, you have to come live in town. Okay? Okay. If you just leave here and come to town, there will be way more drugs. Stop laughing. Hello? Hello? She just like snaps her fingers.
Oh, I was fucking muted. Drugs forest. That works too, though. Drugs forest. No drugs town.
No, there are drugs. People
Mm.
get drugs. You don't even know where the town is. The town is like in the forest.
Down loud. You loud. Forest quiet.
True.
Fine, then you're not invited, but then I'm gonna kick you the fuck out. I have an axe.
You came here.
I was already here.
No.
This whole area has been mine for a minute.
No.
Yeah,
I'm here. Forest
I've
home.
been here. Listen, you weren't here earlier. I would have known. Rat would have told me. You just showed up.
You're not king of forest.
No, bitch, I'm the queen.
Do I recognize her as queen of the forest? Is she
No.
self-proclaimed, or do I know of some being that is queen of the forest that is a fucking whatever she is?
Yeah,
No,
girl.
you know her as a high school dropout?
I mean, technically speaking, she is the warden of this entire area. So, if you have some
More of a
sort of like
stewardship.
connection to the land, you would have the sense that she isn't lying about being the owner of the land.
It's more of a stewardship.
I guess it would just depend on where this forest was. Maybe I'm in a different forest than what I was like raised in or something. Okay. Okay. Queen of forest.
Yeah, that's right.
I am skeptical. What does she look like? I don't know what you are yet.
Stella is like she's a teenage looking girl. She has one pink eye, one blue eye. Her hair is like long and wavy and it's this lavender color. She's got cat ears. She's a cat girl. She's got a fluffy tail. She has a like crop top and then some like lacy kind of like cardigan thing. And then she has like a long, like flowy maxi skirt and it's got like a long slit in the side of the leg, so she can run around and shit. She was on her way to Faychella and ended up here.
I believe you mean she has a punk rock skirt.
You dumbass.
Why is Queen of Forest trying to send forest creature to town?
Because we're having a forest town now.
That doesn't seem very forest-like.
Okay.
You'll get to know that there's a lot of stuff this person does that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, like
I mean,
most.
When the lucid
well-
trip hits ultimate clarity for a brief second.
Okay, well, like honestly, most forests don't have like a huge ass mushroom in them either, but you know, we do things a bit differently here.
I start to try to pet her ears.
She's still
I'm
holding your
sorry.
arms.
Yeah, I'm trying to let go. I'm trying to get away from that so I can scratch her ears.
I'm sorry, but you're supposed to ask for consent first.
Says the person non-consensually holding arms.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Would you
Peggy-
like? Would you like to ask politely to pet my ears?
I just start
I'm waiting.
wiggling more. I'm trying to roll over at this point.
Fine. She lets her go. I'm waiting for a please.
What that?
Just say please. Say please, may I pet your ears?
Please. And then I scratch her
Okay.
ear.
She kind of leans into it. Wait,
That's all I say. I just say
Oh, look.
please. I don't say
Hey,
any other.
can you get a little to the left?
And then I use both hands to scratch both ears.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Shit.
My horsetail is flapping.
Okay, too much. Okay, I'm done. Okay, no more ears.
Things I didn't have on the list for the campaign. Interspecies lesbian awakening.
Well,
Yes, it is June.
Tequilia was raised by wolves, and so her way of like greeting is always through like touch. She likes showing affection by petting. So I pet. And tiny mushroom, I lick.
Okay, don't lick button. I don't think that's good.
What did button taste like?
It's indescribable.
In a good way or bad way?
Yes.
I just smile
Uh-huh.
and blink.
So Sella like looks around and then like goes to gather some of the mushrooms for herself, and she just like puts them in her bag. I'll save these for later.
Yes. Yes, that is. How many mushrooms are there? Did I switch any of them while I was rolling around?
There are no more mushrooms around. Stella didn't even grab any.
Oh, Button got them off?
I got them all.
Button, can you give me some of those mushrooms? Mushroom?
Button looks over at Harry, then back at Stella. Wah.
Not right now, later.
Wah.
Later.
Wah.
At home.
Wah.
Please.
What is Button? Like, what is he technically like a humanoid, a plant, an animal, creature? What is he?
None of the above?
Is he a creature that I have seen before in the forest?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well, never mind.
Button walks over to Airy and starts doing a little dance around Airy.
Oh, wow.
I join. I do the dance too. I just follow what the fucking mushroom's doing.
See, Gary, I told you he's a dancer.
Claw, I'm gonna need you to roll a performance for me.
Yeah, you ready for this?
Can I give him some tunes and play my lute?
Honestly, that was not the way I was expecting it to go.
Okay.
That's a
That's
natural 20
so
and then
funny.
-1.
Yeah, Claw just barely manages to dance as a centaur around the unconscious Air Genasi and
Unconscious.
barely doesn't step on him.
Nice.
You're slipping in and out at this point.
Okay. It's just news to me.
Can I provide some tunes with my lute?
Yeah, I catch dust again, where I'm just like moving everybody's hair around while I'm dancing. Nice.
Button stops their dance,
Reason
walks
for the
over, grabs the loot, and it disappears, and then goes back to continue their dance.
Oh, so
Can I give-
lame.
Can I give Button a high five?
You are way too high up to interact with Button.
Oh,
3 foot tall individual centaur.
I can lightly tap his head with my hoof.
After about a minute, Ari has now sober and woken back up.
Oh. Hey. Oh.
Fun?
Yeah, I feel so refreshed.
Fun.
And then Button just leaves out the clearing hole that Button came in.
I follow.
Not this again. Button, come back. We really need a leash. Here he follows.
Okay, well, Kekilia has just walks straight through all the heavy brush and just makes a new hole that is horse-sized.
Stella follows after her.
Ari just kind of backs out and just follows. She's like, well, that... Why didn't we do that to begin with?
You're the one who started crawling into the hole in the first place. I was just following your lead. I figured it would have just been faster to use my axe to clear a path out, but no, we had to go through the hole.
Well, if you really cared about Button, you would have done the faster thing. Anyway, what? Why did you let him go again?
He's in his rebellious phase. I don't know.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. Ari, I did shrooms in the middle of important things.
Sounds like you need to try them.
Yeah, those were good shrooms.
Yeah, and I didn't even get to try any because Button took them all. So excited.
Sounds like a personal problem.
It sounds like a personal problem.
Where is Button leading us?
Button's just walking home. A very straight home line. So not the way you guys wandered out.
Okay, I'm just gonna jog to catch up.
Oh, Button's going at Button walk pace. Like, there's no space between you guys.
Okay.
I'm just like,
It's like a very casual walking pace for you guys, but Button's just like walking along.
Man, I feel like Button has taken everything from me today. First,
So, who are you?
me could kill ya. You?
Harry. You
And
found yourself some good drugs.
I know of many.
Ooh, you're gonna have to explain.
you know where to find more around here? I'm Stella, by the way, you know. Queen of the forest.
Queen of Forest should know of all forest magical mushrooms. Magical
Yeah,
plants.
she's really more of like an in training manager.
What is manager?
Oh, it means that everyone hates them and they have to deal with Karens.
Oh. I shake my head yes, but I'm very confused.
I'm like Queen of the Forest, but like it's like I'm new at it. So I haven't, figured everything out yet.
Anything out yet?
I know some stuff.
How long
Oh,
Queen
yeah?
of Forest?
How do you get inside your dungeon?
I have to finish the quest. Duh.
So you're telling me you can't get inside the thing you're supposed to be managing?
It's not done yet.
Sikikilia, this is what I have to work with. Yeah, well, funny thing is, you're going to be living in town too, so you have to work with it too. So joke's on you.
Why town? Why not forest?
No, same thing.
Town have people.
Yes.
Town have hunter.
Sometimes.
Mm.
No, Gloria's in the cave now. Or in the dungeon. Or dead. One of those three.
I mean, our town doesn't really have a hunter. We fish. It's kind of just us two. Oh, and fur.
Yeah, wait. Did we just leave fur behind?
Yep.
Fur.
Yeah, they're like a fir tree. Get it?
No.
Yeah, fur's my dungeon guardian. They're a tree. Think they were made by like the Fae Queen?
Not really
Tree?
a tree, but you know.
Talking tree?
Yeah. Walking, talking tree.
Ah. Okay, yes. Queen of Forest.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you. And I have a giant mushroom. Like Button's tiny mushroom. But I have a giant mushroom. It's super cool.
So you've
And I made it.
You made giant mushroom?
Yeah, I made the giant mushroom.
Can eat?
No.
Can
Like to eat.
touch?
Can touch. Can probably lick.
Oh. Why no eat?
It's too big.
Big for you? Big for me?
Big for anyone.
Mm.
Okay. As you guys walk into the clearing where the dungeon entrance is, you would notice that the sun's getting pretty low in the sky.
Damn, and just like that, we lost the whole day.
Button walks over to the altar, taps it, and then starts walking to town.
Did you at least save me a mushroom?
Wah.
What do you mean, blah? You took my fish and my loot. And now I can't even have a mushroom?
On the
What the-
ground behind Button as he's walking, the loot appears.
So grabs it. My loot. At least I got that back.
Unfortunately, you got that back.
I shake my head and kind of steer clear of the loot.
But look at my dungeon. See, look at my mushroom. She gestures at it. Isn't it neat? Look, it changes colors.
Is that technically like what's in the middle of the map right now?
That's the
That mushroom
symbol
with the
for
trail?
it, but that's not what it looks like at all. So it's a neon multi-colored like rainbow mushroom cap that's coming out of the ground at like a 45-degree angle. It has glowing frills, and then like in its center is a mushroom stalk, but it kind of goes straight up and down, so it's like not angled like the door. And then it has a like dark wooden door with 2 lights above it, and the currently one light is just glowing red.
Is this an actual mushroom? Like it's a plant, or is it just like a squishmallow?
No one's really investigated it yet.
Can I check it out?
You sure can.
You tell me you want to interact with the world? What?
Yeah, because I want to make sure, see if it's anything that I've known before or seen before, and then I possibly want to lick it or eat it.
You don't
So
have to say possibly. We all know.
I'll get there. But I like, so my background is like poison, and you know, I'm able to kind of discern if something might kill me. So I'd like to interact with the big mushroom rainbow and lick it if it's safe to. What should I roll?
Is that how you... Well, first off, let's paint the scenario here, Claw. All you said is
Yeah.
I want to interact with.
want to
Let's
go up
describe your
and-
actions here. Before
Okay, fine. I walk up to it and I start to examine it, touch
Okay.
it.
It feels warm, but super, super, super hard.
Oh, interesting. Have I ever come across something like this before?
Absolutely not.
I lick it.
It's smooth and warm.
Nothing happens.
No.
I'm disappointed. I shrug and I look for something else. What else is this like, so this is the outside of the mushroom house? Is the mushroom
So
house?
currently you're at the dungeon entrance. So in your immediate area is kind of a clearing. Off to one side there is a shoddy looking hut. Off to the other side there's a field with some half-grown plants in it. And in the center there's like a stone altar. It kind of just looks like a very flat slab of stone at this point. It is an altar, but it just kind of looks like a slab of stone now. That's pretty much everything. There's a well-worn trail down to the south, as well as a very I don't necessarily think worn is the term for it, but there's a trail leading towards the north that looks like it was pressed into the ground.
Like a deer trail, kind of.
Yeah, except for like very compressed earth and like wider, as if someone rolled a boulder that over the ground in that area.
Hypothetically.
Potentially.
You get a sense that someone might have rolled a boulder.
I shrug and I just follow wherever the little mushroom guy is going.
Stella Airy.
I shrug and I just follow wherever the centaur woman's going.
I just follow Button because Button's going like down back to town, right?
Yep.
Yep. That's where I want to go.
Okay. Well, Button at the clearing makes a turn and just goes straight to the river and pulls out his fishing rod and starts fishing.
Yes, thank you, Button. I'm so hunky.
How deep is the river?
Like 4 to 6 feet and like 4 to 6 feet across. It has some pools and stuff in it, but generally,
I'm gonna go gallop in it.
I don't think you can gallop in a stream. You
I'm
could
gonna walk up to it and like
prance
just
and
do-
jump around, but
Yeah,
a gallop
I'm gonna
is
do that thing that the horse does, where it's like counting, where it's just putting its paw or its hoof like in the water and splashing. I just start doing that and laughing, hanging out with this mushroom who's
Button
doing
looks
something
over. Wah pulls in a fish. It disappears, gets up, walks further downstream.
I just happily follow, but stay in the stream.
Wah.
Harry's gone home to start a fire.
Stella's distracted checking her like interface, like checking for notifications, and she tries to contact Rat again. Hey Rat, is that all getting sorted out?
What? Oh, the mushrooms? Yeah, I got the mushrooms.
Okay, cool. We're good.
I'm good. Yeah. You have a lot to do. You still haven't done dungeon mobs, traps, loot generation. Jeez. It's kind of lazing
your
about up there as
mushroom.
your warden here, huh?
I went and got your mushrooms for you. I was working on that other stuff. And then I dropped everything to get your mushrooms.
What I understand, Button got my mushrooms for me, and you played with a centaur.
Okay, so that is not totally accurate. What happened is Button was a bit faster than us, and then he got like basically kind of kidnapped by a centaur lady, and then I had to free him, and then after I freed him and I was interrogating our new centaur friend, he was collecting the mushrooms. Because we're efficient like that.
Kind
Two
of
birds, one stone.
checks out with my story from Button. Button went, Button collected mushrooms, Button came back. Button turned in mushrooms.
Okay, but Button had to be saved. Okay.
That wasn't part of Button's story.
Well, Button's story left some things out. And did Button tell you the part where they had to, I don't know, cure Airy being high on a fucking trip because he ate the mushrooms?
You mean where Button was the hero and sobered Airy up? Yeah. Button, of course, said that.
Button didn't mention how I heroically saved them from the centaur's arms.
Button mentioned something about a semi-sexual interaction you had with a centaur. Button didn't want to watch too much.
Excuse you. There was nothing sexual about that interaction.
Button said there was some petting going on. And from my like human terms dictionary here, it sounds very sexual.
What? Oh, I'm a cat, kind of, partially. It's like not weird to pet a cat's ears or something. Just with permission. It wasn't sexual. You're so. Where did you learn to be weird like that? It's kind of messed up.
I wonder where I got my weirdness from.
That was not from me. Don't even try to blame that one on me. I don't know where you learned that.
Anyway, if you're done having a petting session with the centaur, can you help with the mana system and
I
stuff and
would
do your
like to.
job.
I mean, what should I turn into mana? Just more. Wait, no, it has to be like the. Okay, listen. Button is fishing and getting us some food, and then after that, I don't know. Can I turn my rock fruit into mana? Does that work? I have a bunch of that stuff. Is this what all can I convert to mana? Can I convert crops to mana?
I wonder, can you grow things and convert them into mana?
My god, I didn't read the fucking manual. It was too long.
Man, could you like fish things and turn that into mana? Could you like
Well, I was gonna
gather
try
ore
that.
and minerals and turn that into mana?
Oh my god.
Could you like hunt and get meat and turn that into mana? Man, all these mysteries that would be really easy to solve.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You suck. I like rap way better than you. Then Stella just stomps back off to the altar. And then she's gonna like fiddle with the inventory system. Like, how the fuck do I get all my stone fruits out again? That's just,
All stone fruits given right now have been donated towards the next upgrade.
wait, there was an upgrade. Wait, there was another upgrade that needed fucking stone fruit?
Yes, when your dungeon goes up to silver, it requires 200 stone fruit.
Jesus.
You're at 80 of 200 stone fruit.
You didn't even tell me about this one. You just told me about mana. Dang it.
Because you have not even gotten close to thinking about upgrading to silver.
And you just took my rock fruits without asking? Jeez.
Button donated them towards the silver goal.
So you're saying it was Button? Button did it?
Yes.
I'm allowed to have a talk with Button. Okay, alright, I get it. I'm upset. Fine. Then I'll just have Button keep fishing. And then we'll donate the fish. Unless we need fish. Do we need fish to go to silver?
I can't tell you the requirements for silver at this time.
I hate
That's actually so troll.
you. Okay, repeat after me. Suck.
You suck. I agree. Stella, the forgetful farmer, does suck. So, do you really want to go here?
I'm sick of you. I'm so sick of you. I don't want to talk to you right now. She waves the interface and the system away. Bother me never.
Fine, I won't tell you how much mana you have then.
Well, it's not a fucking enough, I'll tell you that.
Okay, person who can't tell how much mana she has, gonna tell me it's not enough.
No, it's probably not enough. Where would it be enough? When would it be enough?
I'm not telling
What would
you.
have been enough? Fine, don't tell me.
Your dungeon mana stat is question mark, question mark, question mark, out of question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh, you bitch. You petty bitch. Who are you helping by hiding my stats from me, huh? Who's this helping? Is this furthering your agenda? Is this making your life better? Is this furthering your goals?
Yes, you
Is
know, life as a system support for an uneducated fairy can be kind of dull. This is entertaining.
You shouldn't care about entertainment. You should care about serving me. But either way, honestly, you know, with the mana and all the stuff, you know, out of sight, out of mind. I'm gonna go enjoy all the fish that Button is fishing up. and then I'm gonna sleep and not care about all your demands. Then she goes back to the stream to look for Button.
At this point, Button is at the lake, assuming Cakilia is still just following along.
Yes, I am.
But once Button gets to the lake, Button starts casting in. The lake is too deep for you to walk in and splash in.
Fine. I am very interested in what this mushroom is doing.
So Button casts his little fishing rod out, and then after a minute or two, pulls in a giant fish. It disappears, and he recasts. He just keeps doing this.
I'm going to try to catch fish with my hands.
They're weirdly like only little like minnows and stuff in like the shallow where like the stream enters into the lake. And you don't seem to see any like larger fish, even if you look out into the lake.
Hmm. Okay, well, I just start messing with Button then. Trying to like pinch his cheek and touch his head, and I'm just kind of, because I assume that I've never seen something like this guy before. So I'm figuring out what he is. Poking him, pinching him.
Button just keeps
And
fishing. At this point, Button's just determined. You see a little, you like every so often when you pinch or poke a certain spot, like the tail twitches a little bit. But other than that, there's no reactions from Button.
I play with his tail. I didn't know he had a tail. Oh my god. I just pick his tail up and drop it. I'm just, this thing is so interesting.
It just keeps thumping to the ground.
Okay. Can I forage and or forage around and look for like a pretty flower or something?
I mean, yeah, you're in like a flowing meadow, so there's like flowers every so often. Rolling hills.
Beautiful. Yeah, I want to pick some flowers and give it to the little mushroom guy. Button.
Okay. So that's what those two would be doing. Button's fishing for like the next 2 hours, so what are the other what are you guys doing?
I think Stella goes home and she sits down on her bedroll and she's gonna practice her lute.
Arya went home to start a fire because he thought that they would be bringing fish back sooner than 2 hours, but oh well.
Listen, guys, Button wasn't the one who assumed Button was fishing for other people.
So Ari is going to just start writing in his diary. Today was weird. Very weird. Because this is still technically day one of having Button around, right?
Yes. Maybe? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had really long days. We've got a lot done. in these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, so there's just the diary entry of just like, you would never believe what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, and like during your trip, you would have lost all sense of time as well. Uh,
Yeah, so he's just scribbling away in a notebook, just like, no one's ever gonna believe this song.
okay. Um. So I guess, or is that what you guys are doing until nighttime?
I think like around evening time, probably after an hour of that, I think Stella's getting hungry because she just had apples earlier. So she's like, I thought Button was gonna bring back more fish for us to eat. Where's Button? And then go look for Button.
Yeah, if when it gets dark out, Aries gonna go look for Stella and be like, "Where's the fish?"
Yeah, for context, the 2 hours is when dusk would start happening, and that would be why Button is fishing for 2 hours. So after an hour, it would be like the sun is starting to set. It's not quite dusk.
Stella, where's dinner?
Somewhere along the stream, I thought Button was gonna just fish up enough for us to eat. Then Button. So that starts looking around, trying to find him.
There's no one by the stream.
Well, I guess I'm gonna check down the stream from town first, because that's shorter than going up the stream towards the river.
Well, Aries just gonna pick some apples and say, "I'm not. One rescue a day is enough for me."
Aries like, we've walked like 7 miles today. Like, I'm good. All right, so do you continue following the stream down?
Yes, I just follow down to my little lake first before dedicating myself to going all the way up to the actual river.
Okay.
Button, you down here fishing?
So eventually you come up to the lake and you would see Button fishing with flower. So there's a little flower crown on his head, and then there's like flowers all around him. And you see Kakilia coming back from another trip with more flowers in her arms.
You like making flower crowns too? I like making flower crowns.
Can I just pull one out and give it to her?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, for me? Thank you. You shouldn't have. But I'll take it.
I just kind of like nod and continue what I'm doing.
Hey Button. Are you feeling hungry yet, bud?
What?
Hungry?
He pulls in a fish. It disappears. Recasts. What?
Like food? Eating? Us? We should
What?
eat. What? Some fish? I need some fish to eat. Dinner?
Points at you. Points at fishing pole. Points at you. Points at water.
You want me to fish for myself?
What?
Let's have some fish for dinner? To cook and eat like earlier? Button, don't you remember the plan?
Blinks at you.
Wait. Wait.
Waiting.
Still waiting.
Stella like checks the inventory system, I guess, of the dungeon. Like, are there just fish in there somewhere
Nope.
that she can like choose? How do I get the fish?
One
I
second.
need fish.
Hey, Raiders, welcome in, welcome in. Gail, welcome in, welcome in. 1 second. I remember how to do a shout out.
I think I
Yes,
also need
I
a second.
do.
I'll BRB.
Shout out's a doubt. Need an investigator? I think that's what it was.
Your -1 screwed you over.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Well, welcome in, Raiders. My name's Otterly. I'm an Otter VTuber. Currently, my only consistent stream is this weekly D&D session, but I do occasionally play some other games like League of Legends, Dead by Daylight, random variety of games. Solved a double murder and caught a cheater. Seems like a little above and beyond your duties there, Gail. Right now in our campaign, we just introduced a new character, a Centaurus, and they just gathered some edible mushrooms. And we have this cute little dungeon helper named Button. And Button
How you
is
doing, Claw?
currently being a menace and stealing
doing good.
resources to grow. And
Your name isn't Claw.
I know.
don't tell my players, but Button's gonna duplicate tonight, and that's why it needs all the fish.
The stream can still hear us talking in the background, so
Lies and slander.
I wanted to know what he was saying. I unmuted the
Oh no, Claw, no! Claw! Claw, I specifically said something that you weren't supposed to know.
Oh, all I heard was Centaurus, and
Oh.
then Cake was talking to me. So
There you go. Don't worry, chat. She didn't hear it.
What in the fuck?
But yeah, welcome in, Gail. Definitely take care of yourself. You need to do your post-stream cool down, water, stretch, bathroom. Everyone else, feel free to mosey on or stay and lurk and listen in. I will try to answer questions if you have any. But yeah, we should have about an hour left in our session today, so enjoy. Okay,
Whee.
Sleeky. No, there are no fish in your inventory system.
Does Button? Is there a section where I can like check out Button? Like, does Button have stats?
Button does have stats.
I
But
check Button's shit out. Can I?
yeah.
Okay, what does it say about Button?
Dungeon Helper. Button. Fully grown. Pending. Skills. Fishing. Check. Farming. Check. Gathering. Check. Cooking. Sort of.
Sort of. Huh. Hey, Button.
No, you can't see Button's inventory.
Hey, Button.
Button's very proud of Button's bag.
Buddy,
Wow.
I know you're great at fishing, but we gotta work on the cooking.
Wow.
We gotta learn how to cook.
Pulls in another fish. Disappears.
Where are you putting the fish, Button? Button, keep a fish. I need a fish, and we're gonna teach you how to cook.
His fishing rod disappears and he stands up. What?
Do you have fish? We want to learn how to cook them? Let's go. Everyone has a fire.
Button reluctantly follows you.
Okay. Harry, I brought back Button.
Aries just eating apples. Oh,
Yeah.
are they still alive? Okay, that's good, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. Okay, so Button, here's the fire, and then we're gonna take this like stick, and we're gonna put the fish on it, and then we're gonna put it over the fire, okay? But you gotta get some of the fish out. Okay, I saw you fetching them up.
Button looks around. What?
Aries just face palms and takes the fish out of Stella's hand. Okay, you know what?
Whoa.
No.
Stella
Okay,
doesn't
so-
have a fish.
Oh, Button, may I see the fish?
Button looks around again. What?
Button, you understood the concept perfectly earlier today. What has happened?
What?
System? System.
What?
What is my helper doing with the fish? We're trying to teach him how to cook, and he's suddenly not understanding what to do with fish. Is he like is he turning them into mana? What's going on?
Do I look like a helper system?
Damn.
You're the only system I have. I don't know what to do.
If it's not dungeon related, I can't really help you out.
So you're telling me that you can show me Button's stats, but you can't explain how Button works. You can give me quests for Button, but you won't explain how Button works.
Correct. I can tell you that Button's growth is pending because it's part of the quest Grow the Helper.
Have I told you that I hate you today?
Yeah, maybe once or twice.
Yeah, you're not very helpful, like ever. Let me see my mana again.
I leaned over to Aerie and I was like, who talk?
She does this a lot. She's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Claude, it's a one-sided conversation you're hearing.
Yeah, who talk? Where talk?
I just look at you and shrug. Just let it happen. This is usually a good opportunity to get high.
I'm ecstatic, but I give Stella a wary look. I'm concerned.
Don't worry, she'll do this a lot.
Dungeon mana? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
Reveal the numbers. Is Button doing some weird thing with it? Because I don't know where Button's putting the fish, and I don't know how to get them to give me the fish.
No fish have been donated for mana.
Button?
What?
Okay. Wah once if yes, wah twice if no, okay? I have some questions. Do you have the fish in your inventory?
What?
Would you like an apple?
What?
Can you take a fish? Wait, what do you mean wah? Oh. You did like apples. Why are you saying yes to apples?
What?
Oh, it's
What?
offering Kikilia.
Okay. Button. Can you give me a fish?
What?
Please? You have to learn how to cook, to grow.
What?
So, give me fish?
Points at river. What?
You have fish in your inventory?
What?
Aries bored of this. Kikilia, do you want to go to the river?
Yes.
Would you like an apple?
Yes.
Here you go. Feeds an apple like you would feed a horse.
That's how I eat it. Bend over my upper torso and just grab it with my mouth.
Convenient.
Ari and Kakilia go fishing.
Button follows.
Or- I don't understand.
Hey, Button.
Pulls out fishing rod. Casts fishing rod.
Ari does the same.
After about 2 minutes, Button pulls in a fish.
Does Ari get a fish?
No.
Can I just like be holding a stick, like a large stick?
Yes.
I don't know what I don't know what a fishing pole is. I grab a large stick, and I'm wondering why it's not working.
Button pulls in another fish.
Hey, Button,
Wah.
can you teach me how to fish like that?
Wah wah.
Aw.
Points at fish. Wah.
Are you offering me the fish?
Little nod.
Oh, thank you, Button.
Points at fish.
Can I go like
Take
walk
the fish.
into the? Can I walk into the lake and just like hold very still?
You're
and-
very far from the lake right now. So
Oh, okay, so it's
you're right here. Lake is so the map is a 6 mile by 6 mile, so like the lake's like 2-ish miles away from like
Okay.
so like
we're
typical yeah, because you guys were out in front of like Aries' house, which is this purple one here,
Mhm.
and just walked over to the stream.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stand in the stream. I don't care. And then I'm just gonna hold very still, and I'm going to try to see if I can catch any kind of fish. I don't care what size.
Yeah, so the weird thing is there are just no fish.
Okay. I am very confused. I'm like walking around in circles, kind of inspecting. I'm just.
Button pulls another fish to shore.
So Ari got that fish he was offering before, right?
Yep.
Okay. How about you get enough fish for you to eat, and maybe one for Kakilia, and then I'll teach you how to cook them.
Don't forget to fish for me too, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. No one said Stella came to the river.
I mean, presumably, if Button went, she went.
Oh, now
No,
we're
that's not
presuming
presumably.
things.
So it's with Button. Sorry.
I thought you were just depressingly sitting by the fire.
Same, actually.
Because everyone left and you didn't.
But actually, that's what it sounded like.
It was
Button
more like I was
points
eating a
to
cookie,
fish
but
and goes, "What?"
what? So I'll just take a fish.
Button points to Kakilia. What?
I nod my head.
Okay, then Button would pull in another fish, put away his fishing rod, and hold his up to Kakilia, the fish.
I take the fish.
By the way, these
Inspect
are
it.
like 2.5 foot long fish. They're like
Yeah.
full size salmon. Like
I'm inspecting this fish, and I'm looking at the creek or the stream, and I'm just kind of like.
like these
Holding
fish
the fish upside
are
down.
at this point almost the size of Button, but like when he was originally fishing, they were bigger than Button.
So Button is bigger, or the fish are.
Button is now bigger, but only slightly. Lengthwise, length versus height.
I am very confused as to how this fish got fished in out of this spot, but I just take a raw bite of it. I don't even cook it. I just take a
Raw?
bite out of it.
Button
Button,
grabs
that's an example of what not
its
to do.
fish and was
No,
bringing
no.
it to its mouth.
No Button. No Button. No, no.
All right, but let's go back to the fire.
Button is like waddling over and like kind of zigzagging because Button's whole vision is blocked by a fish.
Kikilio, or sorry, Stella, why don't you help him carry that?
Yeah, Stella, it's like I'm gonna help here, and I try to just take the fish from Button so that he
Button
doesn't have to
doesn't
hold
let
it.
go. Wow.
Strong, independent mushroom that don't need no Stella.
Stella picks up Button.
Button's
So
legs just start like kicking a little bit, like wiggling.
Can I pat my back? Just pat my back, like motion for him to.
You
sit
guys are
on me.
right next to town. You're essentially
Yeah,
there.
it's really not. It's really not that far.
Okay.
You essentially picked Button up outside of Aries' house. Button was there. Button was ready.
Yeah, Stella just puts him back down. See, I don't think you really needed that much help. See, now I just feel rude. He had it. He didn't want help.
Once they're inside, Ari makes sure that Button's paying attention, and then goes through the process of gutting the fish and like filleting it, getting it ready, and then instead of just shoving a stick up its ass, they're gonna actually like fashion a grate from which to cook it over.
I'm watching very intensely. I've never seen this done before in my life.
Button,
And then
after
and-
watching you, just pats its fish and it goes like into like as prepped as yours is.
Okay, and then Ari, you know how like with fish you'll like shove lemon up in there? He's gonna do that with some apples because that's all they got.
Button does not follow that step.
Chugs, some people don't like so different tastes. Okay, all right, and then we're gonna go through showing him how to grill it. Was like a proper stove one of the things that
It's like a cook fireplace, but I mean, if we're
Okay.
being honest, you probably would have been better off like cooking in the inn that you guys haven't gone into yet. But yeah, your fireplace is like a cook fireplace setup.
okay, so it's not just a fireplace. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how would I know there's anything in the inn? Because Stella never said shit.
Stella hasn't walked into the inn.
No one's gone and explored the massive building. It's just
That's what we're doing tomorrow. Yeah, and so it demonstrates how to tell when the fish is done, and then let's Button give it a try.
after you take your fish off, Button puts its fish over, taps it twice, and it's perfectly grilled, and Button takes it off.
Just like Wah.
Wow.
See, Stella, now you.
Stella offers her fish to Button. Can you do the thing on it like you just did? Can you do it again on mine?
Button was made pulling like a fish chunk to its mouth. Wah.
Just do the little tappy taps.
Reaches other hand over, slaps it, and it's now prepared to grill.
Stella puts it onto the grill. Can you do another tappy tap?
Button seemingly rolls its eyes again, reaches out, double tap, it's grilled.
Button, you're perfect. I love you. So it's just very happily munching away at her fish. This is so much better than shoving a stick up its ass.
I, on the other hand, have a stick up the fish ass.
Instructions unclear. Stick is in fish.
I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know what any of you guys are doing.
Button has seen Kekelia doing this, walks over, reaches up and like it's like a give me motion.
Uh,
Remember, you're like way taller than Button.
so I can't just like bend down and like give him the fish. I have to like
I mean,
lay down.
You could like you
could
could
like kneel on your horse legs and then
like you could bend
lean
your
over.
torso down
I
and
wanna-
you could reach him with the fish. Like I would imagine
Oh,
you're
true.
what, like 7.5 feet tall at your head, or maybe like 9 feet tall.
So, yeah.
I mean, you are a female centaur, so it's not like your horse part doesn't have to be like 13 hands tall. Like,
Oh, I didn't type in a height or weight or age. I'll have to pull that back up. But yes, I'm.
But yeah, you would be able to reach down. Like you could get the fish to Button without like bending your horse legs.
Okay.
If that's
I
what
like
you're trying
hold.
to.
I guess yeah. I hold the fish by its tail and kind of just like lower it down in front of Button.
Button takes it, double taps it, and then walks over to the grill, double taps it, walks back, and hands it to you. It still
This is my
has
first
a
time
couple
having-
bites out of it from where you were eating it raw.
Yep. Yeah. No, so I take a bite of it and it's like one of the most amazing things I've ever tasted. Because this is like seasoned fish, right?
Yeah. Buttons are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we have a little salt or something.
Buttons creates like a basic dish, so like it's seasoned decently. It's not like fancy flavors, but like basic seasoning.
It's very good. Maybe not the best thing I've ever tasted, but it's very good in my eyes because I've never actually had grilled and prepared fish with apples. Usually it's
Oh,
just
you didn't get apples.
oh,
No, you had no
Whatever.
apples.
okay, so it's just the grilled and lightly seasoned. That's fine.
Even
Button.
Button
Pretty
knew
good.
that apples were just not part of the recipe.
Button wasn't gonna put apples anywhere near anything he was gonna eat.
I do a little happy horse dance and start shoveling this fish in my mouth.
Honestly, it's like so nice to think that honestly, we could just never have to cook on our own again. Button can do everything. Button
What?
is all
Aw.
powerful. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Button blinks.
I just want to pat Button on his head. And
Aw.
nod at the fish and give a thumbs up.
It's so good.
Well, at least someone appreciates it and says so.
So, Button, do you like the fish?
Wah.
Oh, that's good, I think.
I mean, yeah,
Gives
it
a
was
little
wall.
nod.
So, did that satisfy your, what do you call them? Quests?
Oh yeah, wait, let me check. I want to look back at Button stats to see if cooking is like only still in progress or if it's completed.
Quest. Help to help her grow. Pending.
Hmm. And that's on his like cooking skill?
No, that's
Or-
what you got for the quest update. Help to help
no,
her
like
grow.
his stats.
Pending.
His stats.
Yep.
Because I got to see his stats before.
No, I understand what you're asking for. And I'm
Let me
giving
just-
you an answer.
Because before it was like gathering, farming, good. It like said what was completed, and then it said cooking was in progress.
Oh, is that what I said to you like 10 minutes ago? Oh man,
Yeah.
see, I
now I
forgot.
can't- And now I can't have any of that information again? It's all gone?
Wah wah.
When you
So
go to inquire on the quest, you get help the helper grow. Pending,
But I don't want to look at the quest. I wanted to look at his stats.
which were under the quest.
But under the quest, I can't see his stats. Can I still see them under the... Like, I'm confused.
So do you need a stable or like a barn or?
I just
See, that's all
gestured
you
to the
see.
floor.
It's not...
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure. We could probably get like some grass or something if that.
There's
I just nod my head.
three vacant houses in the town. A vacant hut by the dungeon entrance is moving in with Ari.
Hey, I asked if they wanted something else, and they're just like pointing at my floor. I'm just like, oh,
I
okay.
guess.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would probably go lay out in the grass. But I was just motioning to like the floor. I usually sleep on the ground. But I can't really say any of that because
Why not?
I don't say all of that because my character can't enunciate all of that. So I just like gesture to the floor. It's outside. Gesture to the sky a little bit, maybe. To show I like to sleep outside. Open sky.
Okay, no stables, got it. Just let me know if you need anything. Not that we have much.
Button like reaches its arms up and gives a yawn, and then blinks and starts to get up to leave Aries' house.
Oh, good night, Button.
I think it's button
Thanks
nap
for the
time.
fish.
Button gives a
Nap time.
little wave.
Can I follow Button?
I'm also gonna follow button to see where button goes.
I don't follow Button. I start making my bed.
Button heads to the inn
Oh.
and goes inside.
Button has the master suite in the inn.
Okay, tell me about the inn. Like, is this? I know we're kind of like in this little area. I see. Is this like the town? Are we in the town or on the outskirts of the town?
Yes.
This is part of the town, but it's
You
the
are
edge of
both
it.
in the town and on the outskirts of the town.
So I think Aries' house was like over here.
Yep.
Then the inn is in the middle.
Yep.
And then I live like over here somewhere. I don't remember which of these it is.
You live here. Oh my god.
Yeah, this one. Okay.
You pinged over here. It is
'Cause
specifically
it's a big
this
circle.
house.
Specifically this house.
Can you describe what the city looks like? So it's a city that's like in the middle of a forest. Are the buildings like normal?
Now I realize,
wooden-
Claw, that you are not from civilization, so this might be considered a city to you.
Okay.
But this is a town with
You can call it a
moderate
town,
quality
like a
wooden
village.
buildings. There are 5 houses total. There are 2 shops, and then there is an inn. and a field of fruits.
Honestly, you like struggle
I go to the
call
field
it
of fruit.
a village. It's more of like a hamlet.
Raiders,
I think I
welcome
might
in,
go to the field of
Loki.
fruit.
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
Is that in the middle of the city? Question.
No, I
that's
got
the green
this.
square.
I got this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you were playing some. You stopped art and started playing some DBD.
Or were you thinking
Oh my
the
God,
single
Anniversary
apple trees, Luigi?
DBD.
No.
Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. I am Otterly. I am one of Loki's V siblings, or past V siblings, or I don't know. Once family, always family. Currently, my only consistent stream is a weekly D&D session, but I do some occasional streams here and there for League of Legends, some Dead by Daylight, as of recently, some Honkai Star Rail, just a variety of games like that. We are currently towards the end of our 6th session of this D&D campaign. We just introduced a new character, and our main attraction right now is this lovely, adorable, cute creature right here. Their name is Button. They are a dungeon helper. They have learned how to fish, farm, do some lumbering, some cooking, and we're about the first day with the dungeon helper is just finished, so we're about to see what happens after the nighttime. But yeah, welcome in. Feel free to take care of yourselves, Loki. Take care of your post-stream things. Feel free to chill out, lurk here if you want. Yeah, enjoy.
To compliment your dick road.
Compliment her
Wait,
what?
Dick Road?
Her dick road.
Wait, where's
Uh,
the Dick Road?
But yeah, so Claw, the inn is it's a relatively large building for the town. The base floor, so it's 2 stories. On the base floor, if you go inside, there's like a reception desk and a back area with a kitchen. The main area has tables and like a big fireplace in the middle for people to sit around. General like seating area for eating and relaxing. And then there's a
Wait.
staircase up to some rooms.
Wait, did the inn come pre-furnished?
Yeah.
I feel robbed.
So as Button goes in, he goes behind one of the counters, and there's a button-sized door that he goes through.
Fucking cute.
And yeah.
I try to
Button-
follow him. I know I won't be able to, but I want to like poke my head in there if I can, which means I'm as a centaur on the ground.
There's literally no way for you to physically get any part of your body into the door.
Not even my head.
No, because it's like behind a counter. So it's
Yeah.
already in a
Yeah.
thin spot. So your body doesn't work like that.
Hey, girly, do you think you could like not?
Who are you to tell her how her body works?
She is not a snake person, and therefore I don't think she can do that.
I'm still gonna try to walk behind the counter.
That's fine. There's like behind the counter, there's like a space, and then there's like a door off to a kitchen.
Can I just lay down behind the counter?
Not real comfortably, but I mean, you can.
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
It like the space behind the counter is like as wide as you are. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Kukilia?
I look
What
over
are
my
you
shoulder.
doing? Where are you behind the counter? What's going on here? Do you think you could
I-
like not?
I yawn and ignore her.
Loud.
Button steps back out and pulls a pillow out and gives it to Kakilia.
Okay.
and
Right.
then also hands a blanket.
I take them. I don't know what to
And
do with these.
then goes back into the door.
Okay. All right, I guess Button's okay with you sleeping right outside their door. So, okay,
I'm
I
just
guess
gonna
this
put
is
the
fine.
blanket and the pillow like on my back.
Interesting, interesting. You know, I'm just gonna go home. All right, good night. This is weird. Then Sal's just gonna go home and sleep in her bedroll. She's like, no.
Okay. Everyone's sleeping.
Yep.
Trying to.
Okay. Nothing eventful happens over the nighttime.
In the darkness of the night, do we just hear the chop chop sound of fur whacking away?
Fur is just standing by the dungeon.
Damn.
Standing, watching, waiting, looking for weird animals.
That are awake when they should be asleep.
Yeah, so far, no weird animals by that criteria.
I kind of expected Fur to just be doing whatever Fur was told last, which I think was to gather lumber.
Fur's just been idly standing by the dungeon door since it came up. That's their like natural state, unless instructed to do otherwise. And we already have a forgetful farmer, so we know our forgetful farmer isn't gonna remember to give tasks.
True.
Nope.
All right,
Absolutely
so
not.
it's the next morning.
All right, next
Um,
morning.
Aries up early and goes to see, picks a few apples and goes to see where Cakilia ended up sleeping.
You don't see her outside.
Gonna start entering all the small homes one by one.
No one
Knocking
is in
first.
any of the houses. I assume you don't go into Stella's, or do you go into Stella's?
No, we would leave Stella alone. Ari wants to interact with Stella as little as possible at the moment.
At the moment.
Listen, the moment could extend to forever, but you never know.
Long moment.
And then we'll go. Then we'll go to the inn.
Okay, Kakilia, would you, since you're not sleeping under the stars, I assume you normally would wake up with the sun, but there is no sun, so would you just keep sleeping?
Probably because I didn't sleep very well at all. So it was probably uncomfortable.
Ari, you would open the door and you would see like the top of Kakilia's head and like a horse butt sticking out from behind the counter.
Ari just stares in amazement at all the furnishing.
Yeah, and you hear something back in the kitchen.
Ari knocks on the kitchen door.
What?
Oh, hey, Button. What are you up to?
You would hear and smell like the scent of like a frying fish.
Oh, are you making breakfast for yourself?
What?
You're getting pretty good at that. I mean, you were good at it yesterday too, but like, good job.
Points at fish, points at you. What?
Yes, please.
Flips it out and suddenly a plate appears underneath it, and then he walks over and hands it to you.
Wow. Such service. You know, I don't care what Stella says about you. You're pretty cool.
Button leaves the kitchen and indicates you to follow and points at a table in the dining area.
Ari, Ari follows what he's told and goes and sits down at a table, leaving an apple on the counter for Kakelia.
Button goes back into the kitchen.
Ari tries to eat quietly so as not to wake the sleeping centaur.
You hear the inn door open.
You know, it's pretty nice in here. I wonder if there are extra. Well, of course there are extra rooms. No one's here except for us.
Yeah, so the inn door opens.
We turn to look at the inn door.
A little
I
bit
do.
later, Button walks in holding a fish.
Wait, didn't Button go into the kitchen? Well, oh well. Logistics. Why a little bit later?
Because Button's hands are full with the fish.
Ah,
He cannot open door and also bring fish in. Button would carry fish into the kitchen.
good wah.
Wah. Button comes out of the kitchen and heads for the indoor again.
Bye wah?
Wah. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. You hear noises in the kitchen while you're eating your fish.
Are these loud enough to like wake me up?
The Button left out the front door.
Yeah. If you would wake up from people entering, getting food and walking behind you and then sitting at a table, yes. Depending on how deep you're sleeping. No one's like screaming or anything, but like Aries talking at a normal volume or maybe a lowered volume because he saw you sleeping. But there is activity going on around you.
It's the common room of an inn. I think this is fair game.
Okay. Well, if there's any loud enough noises, like if the clinking of the metal on the plate, if he has silverware, or
Oh no, he just has a plate with a fish on it.
okay, maybe the door closing. If it was heavy at all, maybe something would wake me up.
So all the doors don't really make like opening, closing sounds.
All right, then I'm still sleeping.
Yeah, like the buildings were constructed through magical means, so like everything is perfectly set at the moment. So everything.
That's how you know it was magic.
Got it.
Okay. Like all the
No
hinges and
maintenance
stuff
needed.
aren't like squeaking against each other and things like that. It's just perfect.
Ari's gonna check out the kitchen because it sounds like Stella's trying to cook again, and that's not good for anyone.
All right, you go into the kitchen and you see Button frying the fish.
Wait, Button, weren't you just... Is there a door to the outside from the kitchen?
Nope.
Okay, never mind. Sorry to interrupt. And goes back into the main room.
Lee, when would Stella wake up? What are you doing?
Stella kind of sleeps in a little bit. She's kind of sleepy. But when she does wake up, I think she wants to make sure that Kakelia hasn't somehow done anything to the inn.
Okay,
Since
when you leave your
wants to stay
house, You see Button dancing around the field by your house.
Oh, hi, Button. Saw waves at Button.
Button mid dance can't wave at you.
Love you, buddy. You're doing great. And then she's gonna walk to the end and think, well, okay, I guess Kelia didn't bother Button too much at night since he's happily doing his little chores.
One day old already has chores. Capitalism.
Okay, so you're going in the inn, or
Yep.
okay, you enter the inn and you see Button carrying a plate with a fish on it to a table to set it next to Airy. Points at you, points at table. What?
Button, can you teleport?
Oh, so
What?
that's not just me?
Wait. Remember, Button. What once if yes, what twice if no? Can you teleport?
What?
I want to inspect Button closer. Is Button Button?
It's a imposter button.
Roll.
Button
Insight
had a
or
cute little
perception?
pad. I guess perception, because I know Button had a cute little bag, and they were really proud of it.
Button looks like Button.
Button.
Same color, has the bag, same beady black eyes.
Okay. So I just like sits down at the table, and then she like leans over towards Ari and whispers, "What's going on?"
This is called breakfast. You usually eat it in the morning.
But I just walked over here and Button was in the field, and then Button just said,
No,
That Button
Button's in
can't
the
teleport.
kitchen.
"No, Button
Uh,
was just here."
Button's
just had me at the
actually still in the room, but has a little broom and is sweeping the room.
Is this the same button that came out of the kitchen earlier?
Correct.
Okay, the button's right there.
Yeah, Button dropped off plate and then pulled out broom and started sweeping.
No, but Button's in the field.
I'm looking at Button right now.
Okay, well, walk outside and you'll see a Button in the field. Well, maybe they're not in the field now, but
I'm
they were like a minute ago.
definitely not
Yeah.
sleeping through all of this.
Yeah, you would wake up now that fucking loud ass Stella's in here. Stella is
yes.
not quiet.
Stella's voice woke me up, and I realized where I was, and it spooked me a bit. So it was me trying to stand up behind this counter after sleeping in an uncomfortable position for a long time. So I'm very clumsy trying to get up,
Oh, good morning.
slightly freaking out, panicking.
I heard Aries gonna take a break from eating his fish and go apparently stand up to try and look at the fields from the door of the inn or a window. Is there a
There's
window?
a window facing the field, yeah. You wouldn't have seen it from the table, but like if you get up, you can go over and look at it.
We get up and go over and look at the field through the window.
And so you open the shutters on the window, you look out, and there's nobody at the field. It's just a freshly planted field. Like it has plant stalks, kind of like what you would normally see from it outside of harvesting time.
Stella, first thing in the morning and you're already hitting the mushrooms?
But do you have super speed?
What?
Button, did you just take care of the fields?
Harry goes back to his fish.
Wah?
See, Button said it didn't take care of the fields, so Button.
Right. We just went over how there's no button out there.
Then why is the field freshly planted, and why did I see Button do it?
I really can't believe any of your senses.
Button didn't let me have any mushrooms, if you recall.
Yeah, I still don't believe you.
Whatever.
Once I get my bearings, I'm gonna rush over to Buttons and pick him up and squeeze him and mush my face on him.
Wah. Button pat your head.
I pat his head back.
Claw, how
Can I
well endowed are you?
Not the centaur from the anime. Not that.
But like when you squeeze Button up to your chest, like between both, like just pressing against them, like
Pressing against.
okay.
Oh my god.
It's important to know if Button is enjoying the extra squishiness, okay?
Okay, how stiff is Button's tail right now?
Button is a pure innocent being. It's not like that. He just likes squishy things like pillows and blankets and apparently chest pillows.
How could you sully Button like this? Anyway, listen, I'm telling you, there's something weird going on.
Yeah, for the past couple of days.
Hey, yeah. Button? Are you the only Button?
This is good fish.
What?
Button, are there more Buttons?
Wow. What?
Button, if Stella's making you feel uncomfortable, wah 3 times.
Wah.
And you can do this whenever.
Wah. Wah.
Stella,
Shut up. You're not important, Ari. Okay? Shush. I need to know what's going on. Button. Is there. Are we the only people here? Just me, Ari, Kakilia, and you.
Just blinks back at you.
Are we, yes or no? Why did I see you in the field?
Tilts its head.
there. Ari pours a glass of water for Stella. To drink this, you'll feel better later.
I just want to keep petting him. Button.
I want some fish for breakfast.
You
Isn't there a fish in front of
literally
him?
have a fish for
I was
breakfast.
given fish. Oh, okay. I see. I wasn't just sat at the table. I got fish.
I think
too.
Stella
What-
might
what-
actually be
what?
high.
Stella might be high. Stella's not sure what's real anymore. Stella eats her fish.
The fish is
on?
fake.
The indoor opens.
Oh hey, Button.
Wait,
In walks
What?
Button holding a fish. Carries it back to the kitchen.
Am I not still
What?
like holding Button?
Oh, you're still holding Button.
Oh, okay. There's another button.
see, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
What?
There's two of them. There's two of them.
Oh, there's more than 2 of them.
What do you mean there's more than two of them?
Well, there was one that was doing the fields, if you're not lying. There's one that was in the kitchen, and there's one that was fishing. And you just saw fishing and kitchen, Button.
Why did you
Okay.
make me think I was crazy?
You are crazy.
But not for that. See, I'm not high. There's multiple buttons. Button, did you multiply?
What? Button comes out of the kitchen with a fried fish on a plate, points at Kakilia, points at the counter, places fish down.
Okay, yeah, I'll walk over
And
to it.
more importantly, why did you furnish the inn before you furnished our houses?
I didn't furnish the inn. It came like this.
Okay, well, I'm moving into the inn until we get some more stuff.
Okay. Are you gonna pay Button for your stay?
Um, as more like attempt to manage the inn, if we ever get people that stay here.
I think you're gonna have to work that out with Button.
Well, Button can't really do customer relations when Button can't talk.
Okay,
Aw.
but you can.
Yeah, so Button and I are going to be a team because we work well together, right, Button?
Wah, wah, wah.
What did Stella do this time?
Button, do you even need Aries' help?
Button's just blinking at you.
Button, is Aries being presumptuous?
Button, being held by Kikilia, wiggles out and goes to the ground and goes over to other Button in the kitchen. There are now no more buttons in the dining room.
Damn, Button didn't want to have that conversation with you.
But honestly, like, listen, let the buttons handle it, okay? Gosh.
You treat Button like a slave.
No, I treat Button like a little baby. They have to learn. It's for a quest.
Wait,
It's
if they're a
literally
baby, then this is literally child labor.
Both
It's
both
okay because that's how they grow up.
both Buttons exit the kitchen and walk over and stand in front of you.
Oh, hi,
Which
Button.
you?
Stella.
Buttons. What's up? So, like,
The entire screen is just buttons.
Nope. I should just pull it off the map there. Here, let's move it up.
It's buttons all the way down.
Okay. There are two buttons standing in front of you.
hey, Buttons. Do you want to come with me?
The button on the left
Do you want
puts their arm to their chest. Wah.
to? Okay.
Then points to button on the right. Wah, wah.
Is Button on the left the spokesperson?
Button on the right goes wah, wah.
I just want to pat each of their heads now. I'm going back and forth, patting one and then patting the other and then patting the other.
The button. Okay, so the button that said wah wah. To my question. Stella says, "Okay, so you Button, you want to stay here and take care of the inn?"
Which button are you talking to, Slicky?
Okay, so Stella said, "Oh, Buttons, do you want to go with me?" One button put their hand on their chest, said wah. Then the other one said wah wah.
No. One button put their hand on the chest, said wah, then pointed to other button and said wah wah. Then Ari asked if button on the left was the spokesperson, and the button on the right said wah wah. So which button are you talking to?
Okay. Can I just? I'm just gonna.
Bring your token onto
um,
the map here, Slicky. I'll do a diagram for you.
Yeah. There was so much button on the right and button on the left.
Okay.
On my brain. Okay.
I appreciate that you mirrored them.
This is you.
Yes, this is
And
me.
we have giant buttons. Button on the right,
Right.
button on the left.
On the left. Okay.
Which
So-
one are you talking to? One only
Wait,
tells
so-
truth and one only tells lies.
No. No. Absolutely not.
They can only communicate in was. Good luck. No, they both can lie and tell the truth.
Sorry, I'm just.
Pretty sure you mean they can both wah and wah wah.
Okay. So the one that put it hit the hand. Wait, so was it the left or the right that did all the wawing?
Christ. They both wad.
Okay, but one said wah and wah wah, and then the other said wah wah.
Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah.
Okay, so yes, no, no.
Oh, I mean, one was answering Harry's question, so.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna start over because I'm confused. Okay, do you want to come along with me somewhere? Is that why you're here? What
Wah, wah.
do you
Puts
need
hand
to
on
go somewhere
chest.
with me?
Wah. Points at other. Wah, wah.
So addresses the other one. Do you need to come somewhere to learn something with me?
Wah, wah.
Wah wah.
So looks at this one. Are you the original button?
Wah.
And then you are a new button.
Wah,
Buttons
wah.
buttons are a use of
Wow.
collective.
What?
Wah, wah. It's not a new button.
Button?
Wah.
Were there always multiple of you?
Wah, wah.
All buttons are true buttons.
Button, when did you multiply? Yesterday? Today?
Wah.
Okay, yes, was it yesterday?
All buttons is
Wah, wah.
You multiplied today.
Wah.
Okay. Is there anything you need to do? Or want to do?
Puts hand on chest. Wah. Points. Wah, wah.
Harry, I don't know what they want.
one of them wants to do something, one of them doesn't.
Button, is Harry right?
Wah, wah.
See, you're wrong.
Are those they're not your names, right? One of you isn't wah and one isn't wah wah.
Not really a yes or no question. They just blink at you.
Okay, does Stella need to teach you something?
Wah, wah.
Is there something you would like to do?
Hmm. Wah.
Are we at all able to assist you with that?
Wah.
Do you need me to come with you?
Wah wah.
Why don't you talk to yourself for a second and figure out what the fuck you're supposed to be doing that you're not?
I guess I'll try. This you didn't tell me Button was going to multiply.
Quest. Grow the grower. Complete. Or help the helper grow. Complete.
Oh,
Step
see.
2. Name the new helper.
See. Okay, new helper. You can be.
Wah.
Are you thinking of names?
Yeah. It needs a
Ooh.
name. They need a name. That's
Cremini.
okay, Cremini.
Wah.
How about okay, would you like Morel?
Wah.
Morals? Wait, how do you say that word? For some reason, that's one of those words where I'm like, wait, how do I say that? I've only ever read it.
There are regional differences in like some people say one way, some people say another. I think it's morels most commonly,
Morel. Can I call you Morel?
but there are definitely people that call them morals.
If this one but on, this one but off.
I look at button, or I look at the buttons as we don't have a name for the second one yet. Do you like that? Do you like butt off?
Wah wah.
Absolutely. Do you like Morel?
Wah wah. And naming the mushroom creature after mushrooms.
How about oh goodness, what are
Do you want to be Cuff?
Wah.
All right, Cuff it is.
okay. Okay, Cuff. We'll call you Cuff. I want to name them all after types of mushrooms.
I guess this means that if there's another button, we need to name them Pin.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, we have Cuff. We have Button. Cuff, Button. I think that's good. Pin.
Brooch?
I mean that one's fine. How about
Okay, well for now we have Cuff and
sleeve?
Button.
Maybe.
Collar.
Yeah, collar.
The
Tie?
buttons just are looking at you. Button and cuff.
Okay.
Hey, you're the one that wad at it.
Okay.
This is as much your fault as it is ours.
For the system, I look at the quest again. Is that good? Their name's Cuff.
So is Button the group name or just the name of the first individual?
I guess. Well, they're helpers as a group, and then individually, the first one is Button. So it's like that.
Okay. Well, how are we going to tell them apart then? If they have separate names, we need some way to distinguish between them.
Someone other than Stella could roll a perception.
Ah, okay.
Or Stella could roll it now that they're both standing next to each other.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
All right, with a 19, am I able to distinguish between?
Yeah, so Button's tail goes around to his left, and Cuff's tail goes around to their right.
I just want you to know that is lazy as fuck.
That's legitimately how they're different.
All right, Ari points this out to Stella. So, wait,
I mean, technically, Cuff's bag is on the same way as Button's. So they're not just mirrored, but Cuff just has their tail. Their tail goes right, Buttons goes left.
yeah. So you see, we can tell them apart by their tails. This is Cuff. This is Button. Right, Cuff. Right, Button.
Wah.
But what if they start holding their tails a different way?
Wah.
I don't get it.
You get the impression of the "we would never."
Yeah, but when there's a third, which direction does the tail go? Do their mushroom caps also change color like the dungeon?
No, these ones are that like light purple color.
Because that would have made things easier. Eh, we'll wall that bridge when we get to it if we have to.
Wah. Button goes to leave, and Cuff goes back to cleaning the inn. Picks up the plates that you guys were using and takes them into the kitchen.
Harry goes into the kitchen. Hey, Cuff, is it okay if I move into one of the rooms?
Bobs its head back and forth. Goes, wah. You get the impression of for now.
Okay, thanks, Cuff. Let me know if I can help, I guess.
Wah.
And Ari will take over doing the dishes.
Cuff slaps your hand and continues doing the dishes.
Oh, okay.
Points the door. Wah.
Okay, I'm leaving now. Sorry.
Kakelia.
I'm just watching
Apparently, the apple is what you were watching.
the apple.
Yeah.
On your perception check. Like, how do we tell the difference?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's still the apple that was right next to where she was sleeping.
Okay. Wait, System. Do I have enough mana yet? System. Show me
You
my
have
mana again.
enough mana for a lot of things.
Yeah, but I need mana for my quest.
You have mana for a lot of things for your quest.
Show me my numbers again.
Dungeon mana, 120.
Oh, we're so close.
You do realize you can use mana individually. You don't have to restock the dungeon all at once.
Yeah, but like doesn't really make a difference.
Well, unless
Doesn't
different dungeon mobs took different lengths of time to summon the first time.
Well, I didn't go to fairy school, so I didn't know anything about that. Just put all my mana into it right now and start with the stuff that takes the longest.
Okay. 50 mana being given to boss and champion room. 30 mana being given to primary room. 35 mana given to second room. That's what, 60, 115. 5 mana remaining. You're 25 short of the dungeon.
Where did the other button run off to?
Well, you're still in the inn, so out of the inn.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside and look for the other button.
The other button.
There's only one.
Oh,
button.
not the other button, but button.
So you're
not
gonna go out
cuff.
and look for button.
I'm looking for button.
Okay. How long has it been since button left?
I don't think very long.
How long?
Maybe a minute or so.
If you look at it, you would see him going up the road towards the dungeon.
Okay. So I was gonna follow after. Just gonna go along with button.
Okay.
See what he's getting up to.
All right, so we have Ari and Kikilia in the inn.
Cuff is just doing dishes.
Yeah, Cuff is currently doing dishes.
I follow button.
Okay,
I don't know
so
what that.
Stella and Kikilia are following button up. Ari is presumably. Are you gonna check out the inn to move into it?
Yeah. Let's check out the second floor where I assume the rooms are, and
Yeah. So
Okay.
there are 8 total rooms. There are like 4 singles, and then down the hall there are 2 doubles. And then the last 2 are larger rooms. More
You would
like a
just-
suite kind of thing. They have some furnishing and stuff in it.
you just find a single. Do the singles have desks?
Yeah, so the single would have a nice looking bed, a desk with a chair, and yeah, like a storage area, like a storage chest, if you would want to use it.
Okay. Yeah, he gets the stuff that he left at his house and brings some of it here and moves into one of the single rooms.
All right. If you would sit on the bed, it would be like one of the most comfortable beds you've ever sat on.
Oh my god, yes.
And I think that's a good stopping point for today.
Okay.
So it's like 9 in the morning, not noon this time. You have Cuff and Button. Button's going up. Yeah. We now have a horse girl, 2 helpers.
They are growing
Um,
boys. Well, they are growing
Let me
mushrooms.
see. Who is streaming right now? Ba, 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 ba. Do 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 do. I have mixed feelings about this. All right, we'll go to Law. All right, we'll
good one.
raid. As they're playing Overwatch. I've been seeing a lot of people playing Overwatch recently. I kind of tempting to go play it again. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming. I will attempt to remember to upload the VOD tomorrow. For anyone who would like to review anything or go back and watch it in its entirety. We'll be back next Thursday for a session, and next Thursday we'll be going into the dungeon. And we have some exciting things happening in a couple weeks as well. So yeah, I appreciate everybody coming by. Send your love over and enjoy the weekend. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba.